I'm just turning the audio on. So, we're not recording yet, but it's like... That's probably why, yeah. It's probably... Probably. Figured it out? Oh boy. it's always you. It is always you. Oh shit. Oh. You want to start recording? Yeah, it's all good, man. I figured out with OBS that for some reason the cameras make the system crash. Sometimes, depending on the computer you're using. Alright. Well, I'm gonna start recording. I don't think... There you go. There you go, Mike. There we go. Alright. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. Nice microphone. Good, good. Alright, whenever you're ready, bro. Alright, here we go. Usually we start these particular shows off on a funny note. But this is one of those situations where we can't. 145 plus episodes in. First of all, Mike, how you doing? Oh, long time no see. But, so, this is a very controversial topic, so we're probably going to make it quick. If anything, I just want to start off by saying you are a father of 3 kids. You are in the state of Oklahoma, so you have your views, and I got mine, but we could spoil the audience by saying we pretty much agree the same way. So... You all probably know where this is going, but we will just end it off that. But we both agree, right, to choose. Got it. Alright, good. Alright, now to the funny shit. According to Marvel, Thor's hammer weighs approximately 42.3 pounds. People can't lift it because they're not worthy. Not because it's insanely heavy. That's not even that heavy. It's not even that heavy. I mean, if I can't lift that, that's a different story. That can't be right. Oh. Alright. Some stuff going on. I mean, we're both wearing Broncos jerseys in celebrating of the Denver area. The Colorado Avalanche just won their first Stanley Cup since 2001, and in probably convincing fashion over the 2-time defending champion Tampa Bay Lightning in 6. And Tampa, this is what happens when you play a real opponent in the Stanley Cup final. They did. They met their match. They really did. I mean, I don't know. No. No, 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 no. Including the playoffs, it was like 75 wins, I believe. So, I would say it's up there in terms of, best team to win the Stanley Cup. But, I mean, they did kind of steamroll everyone. I mean, this was the team going into the season to win the whole thing. They were my favorite. They were my favorite to going in. I think they were everyone's favorite outside of Florida. They did. Darcy Kemper is a Stanley Cup champion. Who would have thought? After years of misery in Arizona. Oh, it's not that bad. You can fix silver pretty easily. People are probably going to say, oh, you're disrespecting the Stanley Cup. Hey, if I wanted that cup, if I had the opportunity to hoist that baby, I would. Hey, you've seen 3 championships in your lifetime as a Devils fan. I haven't seen shit. Wait, hold on. The audience can't see, because we don't have the ability to get cameras yet. Stupid NDI. Did you? Is that a Russell Wilson Broncos jersey shoved to my face? No. Of course he did. Oh. Can I ask you a serious question? Broncos fandom aside, do you think that this team is worth the hype? I don't think so either. Something doesn't feel right. I mean, I do this every year. I can! I actually can! Yay! Yep, there you go. Yep, it's... Fuck you. Oh, Mike just turned around and showed me the Wilson on the back of his jersey and just... Jesus. I remember, like, I knew that trade was coming, but, like, to Denver. And then I texted you that, yeah. As you should have been, my man. As you should have been. But yeah, I don't think this hype is real yet. The O-line really did get better. And here's where I think you're onto something. Russell Wilson's going to give you 40 touchdowns, but he also might give you 20 interceptions. because it's a new system, and it's the AFC West. So, the Raiders got better. The Chargers definitely got better. The Chargers might be the best team in the whole division. The Chiefs, hard to say. Tyreek was a gigantic difference maker. He really was. He was such a big difference maker on that team. And just the fact that he kind of forced his way out really says a lot. I mean, and for $30 million a year. Listen, I love money. Who doesn't love money? But like, fuck, really? Mike, it's between New York or Miami. That's an easy question for the common fan. That's an easy question. Would you rather go to New York and cocaine or Miami and cocaine? See, there you go. If someone were to do cocaine, you'd rather do it on the beach. Not like coke. We're not saying cocaine's the right way to go. Just in context. It's a joke, people. There we go. Did you see, speaking of wide receiver money, did you see Terry McLaurin got paid? $24 million. He's worth it, though. That's the thing. He's worth it. He's absolutely worth it. That's what I'm saying. But, I mean, I'm happy for him, too, but at the same time, you go in the back of your head and you enter a little thing called NFL Purgatory or NFL Spin the Wheel, and you say, all right, which team of the NFC East do you think is going to be good, is going to win that division? Because you don't trust any of them, especially Dallas. We don't know if Saquon's healthy. Carson Wentz especially. That trade confused me. That trade seriously confused the crap out of me. On another side note, did you happen to see what was that news? I'm trying to catch up on this Daniel Snyder news going around, and there's a meeting in Congress about this. It's that bad? I mean, when you fuck with the IRS, you fucked with the IRS. Let's be clear with that. That might be it. That might be it. But going back, speaking of Washington, do you think the Commanders literally have a shot despite Carson Wentz? Do they win the division? You got to. I'm looking at the Cowboys depth chart right now. They got Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, James Washington at wide receiver, Tyler Smith, Tyler Bidat, a lot of Tylers in there. Zach Martin, Terrence Steele. Obviously, they got their two running backs in Pollard and Elliott. Just something doesn't feel right here. I will willingly take the bet on Washington because they have the better roster and, dare I say, the better coach. Yes. Can I ask you a returning question that I think would be hilarious? When is Pete Carroll getting fired? I'm serious. Like, when is this man getting fired? If this man, I swear when I say this, they could start 1-6 and they still won't fire him. I thought so too. Yeah. I agree. I either after the season or the middle of next year, because I look at the. I mean, I could talk myself into it to like say 7 or 8 wins. I could talk myself into it, but even then, it's like, all right, how much better is this team really? I mean, people merely want to jump to the quarterback and say, "Oh, you don't have a quarterback." It's like, yeah, we know. No. Yeah. There was. There was another thing that I saw that said, hey, if Garoppolo gets released, the Seahawks will be the first team to pounce on him. It's like, alright. I'd prefer Garoppolo over Baker. Yeah, I would. He's a more competent quarterback than Baker. No disrespect to your Oklahoma boy. That's a sneaky good team then. So I'm looking at this team right now. They had a very sneaky good draft. Charles Cross and Abraham Lucas are two rookies on the offensive line. Oh. Oh. I was talking back and forth with some people and saying that could be honestly the best pick that they've made. Because he's a mammoth of a man. Oh. And then the switching the defense around to a 3-4 certainly helps. Because realistically, they have the roster to do it. But you got in the back of your head like, it's the Seahawks. Oh, they'll be better. They'll be a lot better. It's... Who's the quarterback? Who's my quarterback? Can I just say something that I think is going to be fucking hysterical? We had this discussion early on, very early on in the podcast, like in the very early days when Kyle was on. We had this discussion years ago, of who would be out of the three of us, or out of everyone in the history of the show, to start an OnlyFans. Rachel is out of the equation. Rachel is absolutely out of the equation. But if we were to include all the quarterbacks in NFL history in that situation, Jimmy Garoppolo abso-fucking-lutely would start in. I mean, he looks like a porn star. And he dated a porn star too. He went on a few dates with Lisa Ann. God bless America. God bless America. It's to the internet. Jacob Eason. He's got an arm. I watched them start Jacob Eason week 1 against the Broncos. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna absolutely laugh my ass off if I find out that Jacob Eason is the week 1 starter over Geno Smith and Drew Lock. I will laugh my ass off and say, you were outplayed by a guy who was waived twice. Or Geno. Jesus. Geno got punched in the face over $100. You didn't remember this? 2015, the reason why Ryan Fitzpatrick started for the Jets that year was because Geno Smith got his jaw broken by a backup linebacker. Look it up. It's IK something. And yeah, he got his jaw broken by that guy in Jets training camp. Yeah. It's a very infamous story that happened. It was like, holy shit, I forgot about that. So, I'm very excited to do these NFL preview things again. But at the same time, I'm not, because I have to write everything out. No, Talk to Texas is not my best friend in this case. It's not. Can I just say, watch Seattle be one of 2 teams in the NFC West to make the playoffs. Watch. I could absolutely see this happening. I will literally bet. I will go to Vegas tomorrow, and I will bet money on it. It's just like, give me money on the Seahawks to win 10 games. Watch. Okay. East is the quarterback? Either way, they're getting 8 wins. Depends. 6 or 8. Oh, God. Just the thought of it makes me want to hurl. Just the thought of it. I texted Kyle when Russell Wilson got hurt, and I was like, Geno Smith is now my quarterback. It has come full circle. This is what I wanted, after all. I did want this team to fail. I did want this team to fail. Fucking karma. I hate it. I hate karma. I really do. It infuriates the shit out of me. What's up? Yeah, I know. Here's what's frustrating about this whole thing. As an Islander fan, Barry Trotz got fired, but Pete Carroll did. It's Lou Lamoriello. Do you really want the answer to that question? Tortorella? Oh yeah, that's a great hire. Can I pick your brain? When you found out that Barry Trotz got fired by the Islanders, what were your initial thoughts? It did. I mean, when I think more and more about it as the weeks and months go by, I said to myself, okay, this is either an attempt to re-sign Barzell, or they really had an offensive miscommunication. It made no sense. Yeah, don't remind me. Twice. Back-to-back years. Against the same team. Karma's a bitch, Tampa. Fuck you. No, I got no hate. Actually, it's a lie. I do have hate towards Tampa for good reason. Yeah, for good fucking reason. Oh, what even sucks worse is that the Rangers got there. The Rangers got to the Eastern Conference Final in their first year after a rebuild. Like, what the fuck? And even John said this wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't. It was not supposed to happen. Yeah. I told him Gallant was a great hire. I told him that was a phenomenal hire. Okay. We're 25 minutes into the show, and we haven't discussed Deshaun Watson yet. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Deshaun Watson settled on 20 cases of the 25 cases. He's getting suspended either way. Oh, 'cause he wanted a handy. I'm just kidding. We do not condone sexual misconduct. We do not. These are jokes. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna get suspended. He's not gonna get banned for the rest of his career. He's too popular of a player. No, I know. Where the fuck? Okay, here's my... Oh my god, you really wanted to pick my brain now, did you? Here's my point. Here's a problem here. Here's an issue. Calvin Ridley gets suspended for an entire season for gambling. Tyreek Hill literally, quote-unquote, allegedly, beats up his girlfriend and his infant son. No suspension, no fine, nothing. Well, he got a year-long suspension. That's different. He technically got a year-long suspension. Technically speaking. Yeah, fucking bullshit. Can I have a... Okay, on a happier note. So, to bring context to this story. My grandmother passed away on the 1st. And we had 2 services down. We had one in Florida and one up here in New York. Back in the New York side of things, me and my family, and also my cousins and my uncles and my aunts, we were all having dinner at a local diner. Great diner. I can't remember the name of the place, but it was a delicious, delicious dinner. Mike, very early on in the podcast history, we had a very interesting debate. We had a very interesting debate that took a very interesting turn with Kyle chastising me for a rather uncomfortable decision. The great sandwich debate has returned. Thank you, my friend. You as well. Tampa was good. Tampa was good. As soon as I saw Lightning gear, I was like, yep, I'm in Tampa. Oh. Here's the thing. If they didn't win the Cup the last 2 years, I would still sympathize with them, but I would still laugh at them for the sweep of a first-round playoff loss of a President's Trophy winner. I would have still laughed my ass off, as I can. But the fact that it was against the Islanders back-to-back years, like, oh, fuck you. Yes, my cousin brought up a good point when he said, if an open-faced sandwich is considered a sandwich, then a hot dog is considered a sandwich. Therefore, in that logic, a quesadilla is considered a sandwich. What's up? You had to Google the definition of a sandwich. Then what is a wrap? Then if a wrap is considered a sandwich, then what is sushi? Exactly. It could be air. It could be air. Avocado toast is considered a sandwich. I hate logic. I hate logic. That makes sense, but doesn't make sense. We've had this debate for 3 years. And now it's ruined. It's ruined. Everything is ruined. It's still ruined. Anything between two pieces of bread is considered a sandwich? This is bullshit. The verb of a sandwich? What? Oh. Kenny just tweeted, on this date 24 years ago, did you know The Undertaker 24 years ago threw Mick Foley atop Hell of a Cell? 24 years? It makes you feel any better. John Cena debuted 20 years ago yesterday. I saw that, I was like, suddenly, you know that scene in Saving Private Ryan where they shift over from older Matt Damon into the graveyard from Europe? That's me. I feel old. Fuck. Jeez. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I'm annoyed. Ha! This is great. David Quinn, former Rangers head coach, is expected to be the leading candidate for the next head coach of the Boston Bruins. Oh, that's funny. Knew something was coming. I knew when Stephanie stepped down, I said to myself, something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. And then Triple H comes back, it's like, yup, something is definitely wrong here. But then on other wrestling news, we were robbed of the summer of Punk. We were robbed. Oh, it sucks. We were so robbed. I think he had a back injury. I think it's like a back injury, I think. I think what happened was when he jumped into the crowd on one of those nights, he messed up his back. And you saw, like, he could barely walk. So I think it's the same injury that Randy Orton had, but Randy's is over the 20 years. So, yeah. Did you see, Ghislaine, how the fuck you pronounce her name? G. Maxwell, sentenced to only 20 years in prison. You didn't see this? So she just got her sentencing like 3 hours ago. And she was sentenced to 20 years in prison for child sex trafficking with Jeffrey Epstein. You're pissed. You're pissed. Yeah, that's something. That's something, all right. And here's another one. Freddie Freeman fired his agent as a way to show he regrets leaving the Braves for the Dodgers. I'm like, well, no shit. I would have been pissed too. I mean, to be fair, he got paid, so. Couple more things and then we'll end the show. Do you think the Mets are for real? Do you have... I feel like I find myself rooting for the Mets from time to time. Like, I started following them on ESPN. And I was like, alright, fuck it. Oh, yeah. DeGrom and Scherzer come back. They're winning. They're winning. They're going far. They're going far. All right. Last topic. So every year for the last few years or so, actually since 2018, I do these things called NFL previews for U Stadium and for the podcast. So one of the things we're going to try and do is we're going to try and do these, but like in, draft order. So from Jaguars to the defending champion Rams, and that's how we're going to do it. But the problem is that these fucking things take a damn long time to write. So, to give a perspective of exactly the order of everything that I'm going by. So right now I have written the GM, head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, records the last 5 years, 3 key additions, 3 key losses, key 2023 free agents, all 2022 draft picks, starting offense, starting defense, projected record. Hold that thought. ESPN projected record, Sports Illustrated projected record, U Stadium projected record, and my projected record. So, holy shit, this is gonna take a while. But if you constantly see on U Stadium a lot of posts from me regarding NFL previews, then there you go. That's why. That's where you get it from. Because I've been doing this for. This is going on year 5 now of doing this. And I'm committed. I am committed. But I won't say shit other than they look tempting. Watch them get Chris Carson back from a neck injury. It's highly unlikely though. It's unlikely though. It's a shame because he's such a great player. He broke his neck like Peyton Manning did. He broke his neck, so there's no guarantee he's gonna come back. But at the same time, I don't know these things. I don't know these things. But then again, this is why the best we don't know these things. All right, thank you guys for joining us for episode 145. Crap, 145 of Time to BS. Mike, thanks again for coming on. And this is Daniel Smooth signing off. We will see you guys in the near future. Thanks, guys. Oh. There's not enough coffee on the left in this world. Alright, man. I'm gonna let you get going. Alright, I'll talk to you later, bro. You too, bro.